grassroots activism and worldwide action are necessary for gender balance, the CARICOM Secretariat said on the occasion of International Women's Day. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank to launch a digital currency. CXC set to provide students with e-certificates. Bermuda's Premier urges the British government to rethink recommendations for expats to vote. The United Nations recommends the establishment of a special political mission in Haiti. And Vinci Trini Dominican collaboration wins the road march competition in Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival. These are the leading stories in this week's edition of the CARICOM 5 in 5. Another interesting news week, Michelle. Let's get into the details.
Collective action and shared responsibility for driving a gender-balanced world are important, the CARICOM Secretariat said, as it joined the world in celebrating International Women's Day on March 8. A statement from the CARICOM Secretariat called on concerned citizens of the community to move from grassroots activism to worldwide action in creating a gender balance.
A recent analysis undertaken by UN Women using 2017 labor force data provides insight into progress made with regard to achieving gender equality in the world of work. The findings of this policy and statistical analysis in 6 CARICOM member states, namely Barbados, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago, reveal the proportion of the male working age population that is employed ranges from 57% in Grenada to 67% in Jamaica and Trinidad, while for women the range is from 35% here in Guyana to 55% in Barbados. In all countries, however, the employment rate is lower for women than for men.
The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank and the Barbados-based fintech company Bit Inc. have signed a contract to conduct a blockchain-issued central bank digital currency pilot within the Union. The pilot will be executed through development and testing phases within an anticipated 12-month duration. This will be followed by rollout and implementation in pilot countries for about 6 months. As part of the pilot implementation, the ECCP will ramp up its sensitization to facilitate active public engagement throughout all member countries.
Also in the realm of blockchain technology, the Caribbean Examinations Council has announced it will provide students across the region with e-certificates following a successful trial period. CXC said the e-certificates would be immediately available to students on their electronic devices once the certificates were ready and available. The community institution started the first regional blockchain-based credential project last October by issuing e-certificates to a select group of 24,000 students from Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago who sat the 2018 May-June examinations. According to CXC Registrar and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Glenoy Cumberbatch, this is the first multinational implementation of digital credentials designed specifically to maximize cross-border employability and transferability of skills in the region.
The Honorable David Burt, Premier of Bermuda, said the United Kingdom has 2 months to determine how it will proceed with the recommendations of the House of Commons Foreign Affairs Committee, seeking voting and other privileges for expats living in the territory. A report titled Global Britain and British Overseas Territories, Resetting the Relationship, recommended a consultation with governments of the overseas territories to agree on a plan that will ensure a pathway for all UK residents in the territories to be able to vote and hold elected office. In a statement on the House of Assembly's position, Mr. Burt said it was the right of the people of Bermuda to determine their own policies.
The term self-governing has become our way of life as we elect our leaders, determine our immigration policy, fund our government and services from our own taxation and revenue generation, and most importantly, make our own laws. Our Constitution and the body of laws that support it are homegrown. This principle is now at stake in this relationship, and on this point of principle, there cannot be any erosion of rights.
The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has recommended to the Security Council that it approves the establishment of a special political mission to Haiti to take over the United Nations Mission for the Support of Justice in Haiti, whose mandate ends on October 15. The UN Secretary General is recommending that the special political mission takes over from October 16 to provide good offices and to advise the government in areas such as political reform, police development, violence reduction, and human rights. This recommendation is subject to the approval of the Haitian government.
And on the lighter side of the news this week, St. Vincent and the Grenadines soca artist Gamal Skinny Fabulous Doyle made history, becoming the first non-Trinbagonian who is a CARICOM national to win the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Road March. His infectious song of unity, Family, which featured Marshall Montano and Ian Bungie Garland, was played 346 times at judging points across the country during its carnival celebrations.
I'm very happy to be a part of history. I'm happy with the fact that 20 years from now, so, back in 2019, we had a young man from St. Vincent, and it's always good to just be a part of that, something so significant.
Doyle's win came on the heels of Mr. Killer from Grenada, becoming the first non-Trinbagonian to win the prestigious Power International Soca Monarch last weekend. Visit our social media platforms for these and other stories. We leave you with a taste of family. See you next time.
We jumping with we family. With we family. When we come to play, we mash up and turn up dance we like a army. 'Cause everybody drop it up together, drop it up together, mash it up together, mash it up together, wave it up together, wave it up together, drop it up together. It's plenty away, microphone is empty away. The band that we have is unbreakable for the long term, it's not temporary. Hands up, if you love family, show